Good morning. It's a beautiful day down here in Nassau, Bahamas. The cruise ships are right behind me. We're coming up to Rawson Square, and today we're going to go on a 10K Nassau Paradise Island running tour. These are the Bahamas Parliament buildings, and this is a statue of Queen Victoria, who was queen from 1837 to 1901. The Bahamas became independent in 1973. Before that, it was a British colony. So today we're going to run down Bay Street, give you a tour of downtown Nassau, then we'll go over the bridges to Paradise Island. Get this light and cross Shirley Street. This is the Princess Margaret Hospital. This is Nixon's Hill, and that's the water tower on top. These are the 66 steps, as they're called by locals, or the Queen's Staircase that has 66 steps, one step for every year of Queen Victoria's rule. Good workout. As you can hear behind me. Here's the water tower, which is under renovations and will be open to the public someday to go up inside. Morning.
How are you?
Good. Nassau has a number of forts, but none of the cannons have ever been fired in self-defense. Over here is the view north and east toward Paradise Island and Atlantis. Now we're going south down into what they call Over the Hill, which is kind of the inner city of Nassau. This building here is Mortimer's Candy Kitchen. You can see how they spelled the word jail. Behind this old wall is the first jail they built down here. All along the top of the wall are broken bottles embedded into the cement. If you wanted to try to go over this wall, you were going to get yourself a handful of glass. The Southern Recreation Grounds are surrounded by these big, beautiful almond trees. Over here is St. Paul's Anglican Church. Anglicanism, or the Church of England, is the second biggest religion here in the Bahamas. The first is the Baptists. This is the entrance to Grey Cliff Hotel and Restaurant. So if you're a rock star, a royalty, or a Hollywood celebrity, you want to stay at Grey Cliff. Grey Cliff actually did a great job when they acquired some of these old dilapidated buildings on West Hill Street here, and they've turned them into attractions. Like there's a ghost tour, there's a winery, there's a museum, as well as a chocolate factory and cigar factory. Behind this wall is the National Art Gallery of the Bahamas. This is the Greek Orthodox Church. And this is Margaritaville Beach Resort. Here's a look at some of the cruise ships this morning. Of course, you can hear the Jimmy Buffett music playing in the background. I got some new shoes. You guys like my new shoes? Okay, we're back on Bay Street, heading east again. The British Colonial is actually built on the site of Fort Nassau, where the city of Nassau got its name. This guy here is Woodes Rogers. Woodes Rogers expelled the pirates and reinstated commerce here in Nassau. He was the first governor of Nassau. Pirates of Nassau Museum, leading down to Smuggler's Square, where there's a couple of restaurants and bars. It's Christ Church Cathedral. And this is Government House at the top of George Street. There used to be a statue of Christopher Columbus right on the stairs here. You can see the base, but it's been taken down. And remember, Columbus did not discover the Bahamas. People already lived here. Nice little hill here, going behind the Scottish Kirk. Now we've got our final little downhill back to Rawson Square. This building with the red shutters gives you a good example of early Bahamian construction, where you can actually see the limestone is still exposed. They haven't put any concrete over top of it. This building here used to be a jail for bad dudes back in the day. It is actually now a public library. This is actually Nassau's version of the Tower of London, I suppose. This building is the courthouse. That's about a 5.8 kilometer run. But we're not done yet. We're going over to Paradise Island because I have more to show you. All right, here we go over the northbound bridge to Paradise Island. All right, we're over on Paradise Island. This is the entrance to Atlantis' Marina Village. Fire station over here on Paradise Island. There we go, much better. This French cloister was built in the 12th or 13th century and brought over brick by brick in 1969 by Huntington Hartford, who used to own the A&P grocery store franchise, as well as a lot of Paradise Island. This all belongs to the Four Seasons Ocean Club. Dr. Livingstone, I presume. And this is the front of the Four Seasons at Ocean Club. Let's head back to Nassau. Little duck pond here over on Paradise Island. Hey turtles. They've seen me running and they recognize one of their own, so they came to say hi. And here we are back at the bridge over to Nassau. There's Potter's Key, where you can come get yourself some fresh fish and a cold Kalik. And we're back where we started in Rawson Square. So thanks so much for coming on this run, this tour of Nassau and Paradise Island with me. If you'd like to go on a tour of downtown Nassau with me, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram below or Bahamas Running Tours on Facebook. Talk to you next time.